Hey friends, Sean from Draft Therapy here, and on today's review for you, how exactly do you juice an elephant? Elephant Juice is a 7.2% New England Style IPA from Eastern Market Brewing Company in Detroit, Michigan. Guess what, folks? Another new brewery to the channel and another taproom exclusive release. Eastern Market Brewing has been around for a couple years now, and this isn't the first time that this beer has been released, but I believe this is the first time it's been put into this can, this package. So speaking of cans, packages, all that good stuff, let's take a look at this one. We'll get it into a glass. Fun fact, they say that elephants never forget, which is a huge part of their survival, and they never forget a face. That is 100% serious. They never forget faces. So I'm going to take a look at, kind of cut to the chase, take a look at the can, do all that good stuff. So looking at the label here, this is a really, really catchy, really good looking label. I really love the label design on this. In the background, it's got this yellow can around the bottom. It says Eastern Market Brewing Company from Detroit, Michigan, brewed and canned by Eastern Market Brewing in Detroit, Michigan. Again, it says elephant juice with a picture of an elephant with its trunk up in the air. It reminds me a lot of the Rocky Peanut Company in Eastern Market. It's very reminiscent of that. It takes a lot of, Eastern Market uses the elephant in a lot of their marketing. It's their mascot. It's on their logo. I think it's really cool that they incorporate that really big piece of Eastern Market history into their design. And then on the back here, it says elephant juice, style New England IPA, hops, Citra, Mosaic, Mandarina, Bavaria, malts, two-row, oats, wheat. ABV is 7.2%, IBU is 50, and then it says brewed and canned by Eastern Market Brewing Company, 2515 Riopelle Street in Detroit. We're always brewing, and you're always welcome. And then they have their Instagram information, a QR code, which I'm sure takes you to their website or their Instagram stuff or their other social media information or pages, and you can find out more about them at easternmarketbeer.com. I'll leave a link below this video. So let's go ahead and crack this open. There is no canned on date on this, but I just picked this up on today. Okay, so I'm recording this on July 14th. I picked this up on the 12th. It was released on the 11th. Again, it was taproom only exclusive. I don't think this is going to get distributed. I don't think any of their stuff is really distributed. You have to pick it up from the taproom. And at one point, they had this system where you could order beer online and pick it up from the tap room. Of course, they wouldn't deliver it to you because I don't think that's legal in Michigan, but you could go pick it up. Oh, as soon as I opened it, I'm getting this real fresh citrus smell, really lemony, orangey, strong citrus aroma, and it's not even close to my nose. Again, my sense of smell isn't the greatest, and I can pick that up. And you don't get that many times from New England styles. Yeah, a huge lemon smell right up in the forefront. Citrus obviously in there as well. A little bit of a dankness, which you kind of would expect. 7.2% again, so looking forward to trying this one. Let's go ahead and pour this into the glass. Coming a little yellow, somewhat hazy out of the can and collecting. Look at that. That is just a beautiful, juicy look right in the glass. I'm going to pour that one up to the top. I'm going to say that is about 2.5 fingers worth of head. Really nice head, very densely packed. As you can see from the overhead, that's just really tightly packed bubbles all together. There are some larger ones. It's hanging around really well. One thing I wanted to mention about the label before I started talking, my OCD kind of kicks in because this elephant juice, elephant's not centered over juice. It's like justified to the left, and that, I don't know, that's one thing. I just had to point that out because when I looked at this before I started recording, that was one thing I really noticed. But anyways, let's get back to the beer. So the head is still really, it's fluffy. It's hanging on really well. It hasn't dissipated much. The center's kind of dropped down. It's drooped a little bit. Holding this up to the light, that is super hazy, very juicy looking, very juice-like. Again, this kind of glass gets this lighter yellow on the bottom, but a really nice, bright yellow, like orange juicy, maybe slightly thinner than that, but that is very hazy. I'm not seeing through that. And let's put a nose on the glass here. More of the same, getting a lot of that lemony, bright lemony smell, really bright lemony aroma, a lot of citrus in there as well. The dankness picks up, the dank kind of smell in there. I kind of picked that up a little bit more here, just out of the glass. So I'm ready to dive right in. So let's do it. Cheers. Very fruity. Really very juicy, very fruity up front. The mouthfeel is nice. It's fluffy. It's kind of pillowy. It's just got this nice kind of mouthfeel that just sits on your tongue. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. It's definitely right there in the middle, medium. Drinking all these different New England style IPAs that I've had, this is what you want to get in the mouthfeel department in a New England style. Very juicy, a lot of sweet citrus flavors, maybe getting a tiny tinge of pineapple. And as you swallow, the bitterness, the hoppiness, it's in there, but it's very nice and smooth. It's a smooth taste. There is a bitter profile in there, a slight one. I think that kind of helps, kind of separate it somewhat from other New England styles, because a lot of New England styles, there is no bitterness at all. This has a little bit of bitterness to it, but it's not very bitter. It's not like it's really strong in there, but it's in there enough for you to taste it. It's got this really strong citrus bitterness. Not really strong, a nice citrus bitterness in there that kind of hangs out in the background. But yeah, it was very lemony on the aroma. I'm getting a little bit of lemony, a little bit more of that citrus bitter, like a lemony zest flavor on the tail end. Very much that, if you ever do this, just experiment, bite into a lemon peel. That's what I'm getting on the very end of the flavor here, is like a little sharp bitterness, but it's not overpowering, and it's not distasteful. It really kind of mixes very well in there, but the front is a lot of really strong orangey flavor. Mixed with a lot of orangey in there, mixed with a little bit of a lemony zestiness. And again, the tail end, that citrus hoppy bitterness is like I said, if you ever just bite into a lemon peel, you'll get this really striking kind of bitterness. And that's what's in this. And the bitterness, it has an IPA finish. That citrus bitterness sits on your tongue. It hangs out on there. And it's just a good kind of, it draws it all in. It pulls it all together into this beautiful combination, this really nice package, all just kind of that bitterness on the tail end just ties it with a bow. It just finishes it off. The summer of 2019 for Michigan beer does not disappoint, and this one is just another step in that ladder, in that staircase going to Michigan summer beers. I think there's just been a lot. The market's been flooded with a lot of great Michigan summer beers, and this is one of those. All right, friends, that has been Elephant Juice from Eastern Market Brewing Company. If you happen to go into their tap room to try this flagship New England style IPA, let them know that you saw their beer right here. Have you had this beer? Do you have a favorite beer from Eastern Market? Which breweries do you want to see on the channel? Which ones do you think I've been neglecting? Which ones do you want to see more of? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, if you like beer, you might want to subscribe and click that bell, because I'm here talking about beer, all types of beer, twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays for free for viewers just like you. And you might miss your newest favorite if you're not subscribed. Also, I've been saying this quite a bit, but I want to start incorporating your questions into these episodes. So leave any questions you have on the Draft Therapy hotline at 224-DRAFT-20. You can leave me a text, voicemail, whatever it is. I'll listen to it, I'll read it, and I'll talk about it on these videos. I've also been on a craft beer Discord server, so if you want to talk about beer with other beer tubers, brew tubers, whatever you want to call them, I'll leave a link in the description below. So until next time, I'm Sean from Draft Therapy. Thanks for stopping by, and remember, drink craft beer, support your local breweries wherever they are, and most importantly, don't forget to treat yourself to a little draft therapy. Thanks for watching. Cheers.